Welcome, guys, to another episode of
Sip, savor, and celebrate.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Devin.
Today we're doing another. Actually, if you probably noticed, we're wearing the same shirts as the last three. We are actually doing three because you're going on the road show.
Yep, I will be on the road next week. And so my goal is to at least shoot 3 episodes, which means I'm going to be in 3 different restaurants and or bars, trying 3 different meals as well as beverages, if not more. So, we'll talk about that here next week.
Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So today we're going to do one of my other favorites. This is the Adictivo Black. It's definitely one of my favorites. This is a extra añejo, which means, if you recall from the other videos, that it has been aged a minimum of 3 years and above. So today we're talking about Adictivo. Adictivo is made at Tequilería Puerta de Hierro. I'm probably massacring that, and if I did, I apologize. But kudos to you, because it's still one of my favorites. They make quite a few tequilas from here, and one of my other favorites that come from the same distiller as Adictivo is Cava de Aro. That's definitely one of my other favorites, and we'll get to that another day. I promise you that one. So today we're talking about the Adictivo Black. Let's see how it's made. So they are using, as soon as the phone comes up, and of course I'm using my favorite app, which is the Tequila Matchmaker. This is a great way to resource what tequilas are worth it and which ones aren't. Obviously, you should always try it for yourself, but I have a rule of thumb, and I think I said this before, but if it doesn't have a score of 80 or better, I'm probably not going to buy it. But if I'm in a bar or a restaurant and it's got kind of a higher score, even in the high 70s, I'll try it at the restaurant. Just because I still want to put my scoring in on as many tequilas as I can.
And one of those that does typically score well that you can find at a bar is Avion. But is not at that 80. So, I mean...
Yeah, it's not. It's okay. Same thing, Patron's in the low 70s, and it's just, they're just not made as good as some of the other ones. So here we go. Locally sourced Blue Weber agave. It's 40% alcohol by volume. Fermentation. They use stainless steel tanks. Then fermentation without fibers. They use a combination. Now, I've seen this in a couple other distilleries. When they still it, they'll distill it twice, but once in a copper and once in a stainless steel. So you kind of get the two worlds together there. Now, when we come to extra añejos and añejos, or even reposados, that means it's been rested in a barrel. So they use French oak barrels, which French oak, I'm telling you what, they really give you that sweet, usually vanilla and caramel-y tastes.
And they're all soft, too. It's not like a punch you in the face.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you want to go ahead and you can pour us out, and I'll finish reading these. This is also, when they crush the agaves, they use a roller mill. Again, if you look on Tequila Matchmaker and you see it says diffuser, run. Do not buy. Do not drink. But this is using a roller mill. Been distilled twice, as I said. And when they cook the agave, they use stone brick ovens, or the hornos, as you recall. Boy, I gave this one a humongous score because I love this.
This one's really cool because it's not a glass bottle like a lot of others. This one's actually ceramic. So, I think that helps with the flavor as well because it is a different
Actually,
bottle.
the first one was ceramic. This is glass.
Okay.
This one is glass, as you can see there. It has a ceramic coating, but the bottle is actually glass. But I love how they twist the bottle. That's their thing. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful bottle. The ceramic coating on there. And, yeah, the last one was ceramic. That one's empty. I I told you I really based this one high. One of the nice things about this is same thing with Cava de Aro. They actually put some extra tequila in here. So if you actually bought one of these bottles, do not throw it away. If you've got, don't forget to use the tequila in here. Oh, actually, there is still tequila in here. We're good to go. That one is gone. That one's empty. I know.
You didn't do that.
Yeah,
one?
I drank that one.
Okay.
So that's the Adictivo. Let's give it on the nose. Let's see what we got.
Yep, one of our favorites.
I know the panel gives it like an 87, 88. I ended up giving it a 96. It's just one of my favorites. It's like dessert in a glass. It is sweet. It is wonderful. So first on the nose, right away you get that vanilla from the barrel. Almost some chocolate in there,
Yep.
you know?
A little bit of caramel.
Yeah.
Of course, the agave.
Yes, the sweet agave. Like, you know, if you ever get, I don't know if you've ever had them, but some of the charcuterie boards, they'll even give you a little cup of actually agave syrup, and that's, right there. Oh, that smells wonderful. You ready?
Yep.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Right away you get that vanilla from the barrel. You taste the barrel. Oh, man. Vanilla, caramel, chocolate. Oh, man. It is sweet. It's very sweet. It is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
It's definitely a very good after dinner dessert. Because keep in mind, a good tequila helps with digestion.
Yeah. Now, this one is on the more pricier side. Here in Michigan, you can buy it in Michigan. This one is, it's readily available. You could probably find it at your local liquor store, and if they don't have it, if you ask them, they'll bring it in for you. This one is $106. So it's pricey. It's definitely pricey, but it's also an extra añejo. Remember, just to get to this point, they had to wait 6 to 8 years before the agave's ready to use. You're not talking like a wheat or a corn that you use one season and you're good to go and let's start making it.
Right.
They have to wait 6 to 8 years before the agave is ready to cook it, and then you make it into your blanco. You take your blanco, you throw it into a barrel, and then you wait. And remember,
3 years.
A minimum of 3 years to be called an extra añejo. And I know that Adictivo even has out there, I can't afford it, but they've got some bottles that are even like a 14 and even a 15-year extra añejo. They're very, very pricey, but they've got to be delicious. They've got to be.
Yeah, this one to me is a little on the syrup side. That is my only actually negative comment about it is it's very thick and syrupy to me. And
now you're not alone in that. Now, it is one of the more, how we say, controversial brands because some people, like the Clase Azul, gets a little bit of a name that they think that this has additives and things just to make it taste sweeter. That's kind of their thing. Now, is it? I can't tell you because it doesn't say that they have additives in there. But additives or no additives, I'm sorry. After dinner, you want something sweet like a dessert. This is perfect.
Right.
Is it something you're going to be drinking every day? Not for $106, but it is so good, and I definitely recommend it. You can find it at some of the higher end restaurants too. It's definitely a name that's out there. A lot of people do know what the Adictivo is. Until then, remember, sip,
savor, and celebrate.